Well, TSA lines across the country have been long and winding. Travelers forced to deal with lengthy waits to get their flights. That's because of the partial government shutdown. Some TSA agents even calling out sick as they're expected to work without pay. Now at Spokane International Airport, passengers report the impact of the government shutdown has been very minimal.
But again, all federal employees, the TSA agents, the flight controllers in the towers, working without pay. Our Hawk Hammer working for you tonight with more on the story. And Hawk, this all comes as we are seeing the Spokane Airport getting busier and busier.
Aaron, Nadine, and according to an airport spokesman I spoke with, they saw nearly 4 million passengers in and out of the Spokane International Airport. That is a record and a nearly more than 12% jump from the year prior. Passengers in and out of the major U.S. airports know all too well there's a partial government shutdown.
Seattle's been pretty rough. The lines are just wrapped around everywhere. They've only got a couple of their gates open. One of my good friends just actually flew internationally today, and she happened to miss her flight, and she got there the full 2 hours early.
Many TSA agents going above and beyond, working without pay nationwide. Others calling in sick, some forced to find a paycheck elsewhere.
How are they, putting food on their table? How are they paying rent?
Megan has a message for those able to stick out the politics of D.C.
I certainly couldn't do my job without them, and so I thank them from the bottom of my heart.
Leaving many passengers with this in mind.
Hopefully it won't go on for much longer, but time will tell.
Fortunately,
at Spokane, it's pretty unscathed here.
According to airport officials, this last 18 months or so, longer security lines come from growth.
So we've seen a big increase in a number of aircraft that operate out of here, a number of seats that are provided, new services.
Frontier came back to Spokane last year, Southwest and Delta adding flights. It prompted new crowd control steps that you may or may not have noticed. First, new purple-coated assistants were hired near the security lines, keeping an eye out for travelers.
If they're a pre-check traveler, that they're in the correct pre-check line, that the airline that they're going to travel on is actually served by a certain concourse. Sometimes travelers get mixed up.
He says you may be reminded to remove a large jacket and dump out your water. It's about efficiency. The airport also added new economy parking and new kiosks that let you know when shuttles are running. And out of this airport officials advise that you show up at least 90 minutes prior to your boarding time. Passengers advise that some of the bigger, busier airports around the country that you show up maybe a little bit earlier than their advised arrival times because of the partial government shutdown and its impact on TSA agents. Reporting live, I'm Hawk Hammer at KXLY 4 News.